All right, this one's called order of operations. I don't know why it's order of operations. We haven't. I guess it's because negatives and positives. 5.2 is integers. That's fine. All right. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, because they are all kinds of things going on here. Multiplication, subtraction, addition, division. So there's no chance that you're going to go left or right. So I'm going to go ahead and do what's inside the parentheses. You can do the bottom and the top separately if you want to. I'm going to put a negative right here. And that's going to be negative 24 minus something squared over something in parentheses plus 3 quantity squared minus 88 divided by 2. Now, what's in this 6 minus 12? What's that? You have $6, you owe 12. You owe 6. What's 25 divided by 5? Okay, that's our second step. This is step 2. Step 1 is write down the problem, I guess. Step 2 is do what's inside the parentheses. Now, what next? Well, please excuse. What does excuse mean? Exponents. We have an exponent in the numerator. So step 3 is going to be negative parentheses, negative 24 minus, and what is negative 6 quantity squared? That's negative 6 times negative 6. What's negative 6 times negative 6? 36. Over, and we can go ahead and do what's in the parentheses here. 5 plus 3 is what? Step 4. Go ahead and do the top. Negative. What is negative? You owe $24 and you owe $36. What's the outcome there? You owe $60, Hubert. That's right, class. Interaction would be appreciated. Don't tell me you don't know. Because some of y'all, if you owe $24 and you owe $36, you know you owe $60. Don't tell me you don't know that. And what's 8 squared? Okay, you do the next step. There's something to do up at the top, and there's something to do on the bottom. Okay, so what is negative? Put a 1 right here. What's negative 1 times negative 60? $128 over 2 minus 88 over 2. Don't ask me what I did, because you should know. What do you gotta have to add or subtract fractions? Common denominator. It's been a whole section on that. Huh? Well, we going to. I mean, you can do it either way. Okay. In fact, that would probably be the easiest way. I didn't even see that. Yeah. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Yes, subtraction comes last. So let's do that. I don't want to miss anybody yet. So we'll leave that at 64. Good job. 88 divided by 2 is what? 44. So that is 60 over 64 minus what? Which is 60 divided by what? And what's 6 divided by 2? Now, what do you notice about this problem? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we want to include the last step. How many steps? Hey, you may have more, you may have less. Who misses these problems? The people that miss these problems are the people that's trying to do it in how many steps? Those are the problems. Those are the people that miss it. And unless you're Rain Man, you're not going to be able to do that in one step. So don't try. So do it step by step. You may get by with 5 steps or 3 steps or 5 or 6 steps. But the more steps you have, the more safe your answer is going to be. Okay? So we type that answer in. This is a good question because this is a test question. So we're going to do 3 of them. So that way you will have them in case you need it for your notes. We got 3. What's the answer? Look over there. We got it right. Okay, try that one. Same type problem, different numbers. There you are. What is 6 minus 12? What's 35? That looks like divided by 7. That's 5, right? And what is -6 quantity squared? That's -6 times what? -6, which is positive 36. Five plus 3. What is 16 minus 36? And what is 44? And what's -1 times -20? Over 20 is what? No. We're going to do one more because these are important, because if you, in the algebra section that we're going to go into next, not today or anything, but you've got to know how to plug in numbers, and if you don't plug in numbers, if you know how to plug them in but don't know how to do the math and when to do the math, then it's going to cause a problem. So we'll make sure. So let's do one more, and you try that one. By the third time, you should be getting it right. If not, then you're going to live in a ditch. That's all right. It's just class, that's all. No, I turned my phone on vibrate. Yeah, thank you. So, what's 7 minus 14? So, negative. Okay. It's all sage. Negative brackets 15 minus 7 minus 14 is negative 7. What's 8 divided by 2? 4. Say again. And 30 divided by 2, you could do that one. 15. What is negative 7 quantity squared? So negative 15 minus 49 over 4 plus 3 is what? You have $15, you owe $49, you still owe what? $34. $49 minus 15. What's negative 1 times negative 34? And what's 49 minus 15? Now notice I've done it in 4 or 5 steps now. So 4 or 5 steps or 8 steps. And you probably could knock it down to maybe a couple more steps, knock it down to 2 or 3 steps. Just don't try to do it in 1 step, because something's going to happen and you're going to end up getting the problem wrong. And there'll be a couple of these on the test. I already had 2 people email me and ask me when my test was in 155. Did they get a response? Nope. I have no idea. Why? Well, have we got to the end of Unit 1 yet? What is the end of Unit 1? 11.1. We're in 5.2, 5.3. Yeah. So we've got 1 more section, and then we got 11.1. So chances are your test is going to be next week, the end of next week maybe. But when we get to 11.1, that's when y'all need to be worrying about the homework being due, and we need to worry about a test opening up. No matter what, I will do both in class where everybody can see it, and it's recorded where nobody can say I didn't say when it was supposed to be done. Okay? I got you either way. All right, so quit hammying about the test and the homework, because it ain't going to do anything. I'm just not going to reply. All right, so there's 3 problems, 2 on the test problem. So you should be all right there. Next question in the homework, and I have done this in all my classes today, pretty much. I've answered homework questions, so I guess it's the time of the semester where everybody does homework, and the 3rd week, pretty much, or 4th week, whatever we're in. All right, so let me go back to 155. We did that first question. That was number 59. Let's do 63. 63 says, or 63, number 18 in the homework. Oh yeah, this is a test question. Several test questions right here. There you go. It says negative 2/3 times 7/10 in brackets divided by, it's not an addition symbol, it's divided by negative 11/20. I would just suggest what? Quit. It's a fraction. There's no sense in trying. It's easier just to what? Give up. Y'all know I'm joking, right? That's it. Yep, get you a sugar daddy or a sugar mama or whichever floats your boat. Try it out. Someone just set up questioning. That's good. So,
people took cleansing around the first two fractions to continue.
yeah, that's what they did. No, actually, we're separating the first part from the second part. That's what we're doing. That's why we're putting them. Usually the brackets do that. Basically, it's saying this. Negative 2/3 times 7/10 over negative 11/20. That's what they're saying with the brackets. And can I bring this up and do negative 20 over 11? Is that okay? Does it matter what order I do the multiplication in? Yes or no? No, it doesn't. So you're going to get the same answer no matter if you do it with cancelization or if you just go straight through and say 420 over 30 times 10 is 10 times 11 is 110, 330. You then use it. Doesn't matter how you want to do it. Just do it because multiplication, unless you just say 2 times 4 is 27, there's no way you're going to screw up multiplication. Because 2 times 3 is the same as what? 3 times 2. Capiche? Okay, I'm gonna have to say something. Y'all have these looks on y'all's faces today, like y'all don't want to be here, or y'all just, I can't work in this environment. Okay? Y'all gonna have to do better. Okay, thanks for that interaction. So I'm gonna take the 2 and that'll cancel out where? With the 10, that's a 5. And that's, let me do this in another color, please, because I'm not gonna, let's do it in red. That's a 1 and 5. And that 5 will cancel with this 20 how many times? 4 times, and that'll cancel that 5 out. 3, 7, and 11 is what? Prime numbers, Hubert. That's right, class. So you can't do anything with those, can you? So what's 7 times 4? Let me go back to my black marker. See, I do all these things for y'all. Y'all should feel this. 28. Now, why am I not worried about the negative and the negative? Well, what's negative times a negative? And what's positive times a positive? So you're going to come out with a positive. So 7 times 4 is 28, and 3 times 11 is what? And you're done. And you feel good about yourself. So you don't have to take on extra makeup. I put smokestacks on your truck. It increases the horsepower. Did y'all have a good weekend? Yeah, I guess. Not in a la-la land like y'all are. No, actually, I'm ready to show y'all something. I'm proud of myself. Why? Because my website is up. Remember the project I told you I was working on? Did y'all even remember it? No, the math. Kickstart. There it is. Y'all remember me telling y'all about this? Well, it's up. And so far I have 6 courses that I've developed. Now these are not courses like to last the whole semester. These are courses like 1 or 2 weeks. Refresher courses. And I'm going to do one for ACT. I'm going to do one for trig, one for probability, and somebody told me I need to do one for calculators. So I'm going to do one for calculators, and it's going to be pretty much free. But if you're going to take the TEAS test, I've got one. I just loaded it. That's what I did Labor Day. I'm sorry. I was teaching Labor Day. But I've developed that for people that are taking the TEAS. Have you got to take the TEAS? So, and it's got 9 sections in it. It's even bigger than some of these classes.
Now you're just doing the math section.
I'm just doing the math section, yeah, because I have no idea about the English. But
It's in the basic algebra.
it goes up to Algebra 1 or 2. But if you notice, what is the website? It's Kickstart Education. I'm going to get a science teacher and maybe an English teacher to help me with the TEAS and some refresher courses for science and English. And I'm going to put on here, and then I'll change the website up here to Kickstart Education. So right now it's just mathematics. I've got a vision. We'll have a bunch of these courses on here for a lot of students that want to take a test with Michelin, for nursing, for placement tests, for any kind of test, really. Because what happens to math if you don't use it? It gets rusty. And if you ever go in, let's say you graduate from Tri-County Tech this semester, and you decide, okay, I got my degree, I'm going to go look for a job, and then you get a job at Walmart, or you get a job at Michelin, or whatever, and you don't do anything with math for 2 years, and you want to do something else. You know, the first thing I will do is take a test, a placement test. Well, I took all these maths back in 2016. Well, you need to do something to remember it. And boom, you would take probably this one right here for this class before you took the placement test. That's what it's for. It's not like for tomorrow. It's for like a couple of years down the road. I'm just working on it. Trying to. But anyway, that's what I did the other day. I know, it's pretty pitiful, but I didn't have my son, so I got my son this week. So. Water's World. These people are voting too. Actually, I did cook out. I cooked out. No, I did have my son. And we cooked out hot dogs, hamburgers, and I made French fries. He loves my French fries. Of course. They're double greased. Yeah. Anything in the South is double grease. And I put salt and pepper in the grease. It makes it even better.
You should sell that.
Huh?
So you should sell that.
And what do you call it? Fried banana and peanut butter sandwiches? That's what Elvis liked. Deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Or peanut butter, banana and jelly sandwiches. You ever tried that? Well, it would be interesting. But anyway, that's dang old. And online, I'm trying to figure out, I need some volunteers. If any of y'all are good with Skype or good with things like Skype, I'd like to do a tutoring session with Skype so I can put it on here, so to show students how to do it. Before I was doing recording, I did a few sessions. It's called online tutoring, and I didn't record them. So I need to record a session with Skype doing a one-on-one online so I can put it on here. Because if you live in Star and the tutoring centers at the Anderson campus, that's not going to do you what? Any good. So that's kind of like something. So go to my. Mm-hmm. You are kidding. That's neat. That makes me feel good, knowing that I'm helping somebody that I have no idea who I'm helping. That makes you. I mean, it does. It makes you feel good when you're helping somebody and you have no earthly idea you're helping them.
She said the only thing she can't understand is your Excel. So he's so fast in Excel that you're not like eyes on it because you're losing, and then you're like, what?
Well, the Excel is just for the presentation. It's not for you to understand. And I keep telling students that, and they keep going, well, I don't know how you expect us to learn Excel. I'm not expecting you to learn Excel. I'm just wanting you to look at the numbers. And they think they're supposed to understand Excel. Anyway, you made my day. Thank you. The rest of y'all need to talk. All right, did we do this problem? Okay, how did we get off on? Oh, I asked y'all how y'all's weekend was. All right, let's get off that and let's get on to another question. Because I don't think y'all going to ask anything. We did get one more question though. Let me pull that up. No, I thought I had another question. Huh, there it is. Where's Miss Bennett? There you are, that's neat. Let me put that in here and we'll go over that question. Because like I said, I've been going over questions all day today. All right, so we just did 5.363. So next would be 75, the one she just sent. This is 75/22. Oh yeah, this is a test question. Anything having to do with fractions is going to be on the test. And the more complicated the fractions are, the more it's going to be on the test. Because one thing I want everybody to do, if they flunk my class, I want everybody to be able to do fractions because you're going to see them in other applications. So this one says 1/40 minus 3/50 minus 13/60. So we don't want to join on anybody. All right, here we go. I quit. Why? Because you can't find the common denominator. It's too big. Just multiply them together. That's what some people do. Just multiply them together. So that'd be 60 times 50 is 300 times 400 is 12,000. What? You want to do it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I've never had anybody. Yeah. See how my frustration is. Enjoy my frustration. This is nice. I'll just sit back and watch you. Oh no, enjoy. I finally met somebody that writes bigger than I do. Good job. 300 is the common denominator. Now, will 40 go into 300? That may be your problem. Okay, so that's what you did. Okay, I have a problem with 40 because I don't know if 40 will go in there. I know 9 times 40 is 360. 8 times 40 is 320. So 6 times 40 is 240, so that's the problem. 40 won't go into 300. So that's where the problem is. So, the first thing you want to do is go back to 5.1. 40, 50, and 60. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and sometimes 13. Do it. You're not working with me, you're working against me. I know. You won't listen to me. Such a bad. That was a joke, I was kidding. Y'all laugh. Okay, one person. I'm trying here, and y'all just leaving me out to dry. All right, what number are you going to pick? I'm going to pick a 2. Why do I always pick 2? Because 2 is easy to divide. I always pick 2 when I can. So 20, 25, and 30. Now, what are you going to fall to now? 5. 5, 4, 5, 6. Real math, what? Stops. Now give us our least common multiple. 10 is the number that will go into these two output. I want the one at the end. So, I'm going to divide by 2. That'll be a 2, a 5, and a 3. 2, 1, 5, 3. 3, 1, 5, 1. And 5, 1, 1, 1. So here is my, now you can do this in your head, because, what is this? Let me get my handy dandy red blue marker. I don't like to use the red unless I can't see. So, what is these two numbers equal? And what do these two numbers equal? Now, why am I picking out the 10s? Because anybody can multiply by 10. 10 times 1,000 is what? 2,000. 10 times 2 is 20. 10 times 4.6 is 46. You move the decimal one place to the right. Now, what's the only one we don't have? 2 times 3, right? Well, what's 2 times 3? 6 times 100 is? So your common denominator is not 300, it's what? 600. So that needs to be a 6. So I'm going to erase all this, and we'll redo it, okay? No coffee in class. Marlboro Red's key. You need to lay off. All right. So we've got, I'm going to rewrite my problem. 13 over 60 minus 3 over 50 minus 1 over 40. I'm going to put a 600 here, a 600 here, 600 here, a minus sign here, and a minus sign here. And I want you to divide 40 into 600 and 50 into 600 and 60 into 600. I was going to let class work on it, but that's okay. You're going to make me hurry. That's okay. So, 40, take out the 40. Where is 40? Well, 40 is 4 times 10, right? And what's left? 3 times 5 is what? 15 times 1 is 15. Now, 50, where's 50? Well, 50 is 5 times what? 10, right there. So that leaves 2 times 2 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is what? You see what I'm doing? You can use this so you don't have to use what? Your calculator. No, you got that reversed. Yeah, use your calculator. All right? Now, 13 or 60 will go into 600. I'm not going to ask you that. 10 times. 10 times 13 is, now finish it out. Because the hard part's done. Huh? Yeah, left to right, because it goes negative. If you say so, I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I know that 6 and 5 is 11, so 151 over 130. Where in the heck did 130 come from? I am on drugs. I suck. Yep, that's why I live in a ditch. Me and my son, 9 years old. 600. Now let's check it and see what we get. And we're going to do another one of these because this is a test question. And you should not be using a calculator because you don't need a calculator.
Sometimes.
No, you don't. Not on this. In fact, you should not even have your calculator out right now because there's no need for it. That's why we got people that can't make change. Negative 151 over 600. I feel good about myself. So I don't look like a Oompa Loompa. Orange face and white neck. Too much makeup. Oh, they're just going to do that. All right, try it one more. Try this one. No, I'm not going to do the same denominators. That won't help you. Hold on. We'll pull up another question in just a minute. Remember that number. That's 5.375. Remember that, okay? Or question 22. Let's go ahead and try another one. Let's see. The next one would be 85. This is 5.385, 24. This might be one too. Okay, this is multiplication. So now this one you go from left to what? Left to right because it's brother and sister. So you go from left to right. I'll blow it up. Oh, no, you don't need to blow it up. So 53 over 200 divided by 3 over 40 times 3 over 160. Is there such thing as divide by a fraction? No. You multiply by the reciprocal. Thanks for the input, 2 people out of 15. I guarantee you if I wasn't sitting in here, y'all be talking 9 miles an hour. Why is that? Why are y'all not talking to teachers inside? Why is that? Is it put in there? To give you a hint, we're going to start with left to right. We're going to, what's the first number? I can't see it. There it is. 53 over 100, 200, multiplied by 40 over what? Multiplied by 3 over 160. Oh my, look what happens to the threes. What happens to the threes? Put a little one here. 40 will go into 160 4 times, right? Well, 40 will go in there 1 time. 40 will go in there 4 times.
Now, can you do 40 and 200?
Well, you've already used it 1 time. Yeah. You've already used it. I don't see anything else, so cancel. So 53 times 1 is what? 53 people. Thank you, class. And then 200 times 4 is what? And yes, that is a test question. If I give you 10 questions, 7 to 8 of them is going to be fractions. With scientific notation be in there too, which we haven't even run over yet. So I'll just give you more questions so I can put more material on there. 53 over 800. Fantastic. All right. And the last one for the homework is 5.3, 101. Did I do this one? Yeah, we did this one last week. That was your question.
That's when you printed it, then you took it back.
Well, I'm going to put it back on there, but it messed up. It messed up. Oh my gosh. I had 3 people. I can't get into it. And when I did that, from now on, I'm going to do it after the termination date. So after it terminates, I'll add those points back on there. They just totally messed it up, and I got 15 emails, and I got all frustrated, and I said some bad things about you and all this. Okay. All right. Now I want to go back and do that homework question again. I want to do another one. So as soon as I find, if I think I pulled up Firefox, there we go. Come on, hurry up. This is 5.2 or 5.3? Is it 5.3? Well, if it ever comes up, it's just sitting there doing nothing. Okay. Why don't we just try this? Tom. Well, it automatically logged me in. Why don't it work? There it goes. Whatever. 5.3. What number did I say that was? No, was it 85 or 22? I don't know. This question needs more study. Okay. 22. Oh, hell, there's 21. I guess that's the closest thing we're going to get. Well, that's mixed numbers. That's not what I want, so it must be 85. I don't have an 85. Do it. You say 75? That's not the one I want. Okay, there's one. That's the test question. Huh?
It's big numbers. Why don't you use big numbers? They think you can have multiple.
I know. I should use small numbers. Lower the bar. Yeah, that's what I should do. I should lower the bar. I don't know why, what I'm thinking of. Why would I want to raise the bar? Give everybody a trophy for participating. Let's just annihilate grades. Everybody passes. Make the plantation bigger. All right, so let's say that you have no idea what the common denominator is. So you go over here and you say 15, 75, and 90. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and sometimes 13. And I'm going to divide by 5. Well, Hubert, I thought you said you always divide by 2. Well, 2 will not go in 5. That's why I'm not using 2. So I'm using 5. 5 will go in there 3 times. 5 will go in there 1 time, 15. 5 will go into 9 1 time, and leave 8. 3. 3 will go into 3 1 time, 5 times, and 6 times. 5. 1, 1, 6. 2, 1, 1, 3. 3, 1, 1, 1. There is my common denominator. I'm going to try to find me a 10. Why? It's easy to multiply. Well, 10 times 15 is what? And 150 times 3 is 450. So your common denominator is 150. Oh, sorry, 450. Now, 1 over 15 plus 1 over 75 plus 1 over 9. How many times will 15 go into 45? Well, let's say you don't have a clue. Cover up to 15. How many times? What's 10 times 3? 10 times 3 is 30. 30 times 1 is... How many times will 75 go into 45? Well, let's say you don't have a clue. 75 is 25 times what? 3. How many times? 6 times. 6 times 1 is 6. How many times will 90 go into 45? Well, you should know that 90 goes into 45 5 times. So your multiplication tables. 5 times 1 is 5. So your final answer is 41 over what? Now tell me what's hard about that.
That's when you don't set it up.
Because I learned it when I was a student vertically.
Don't you think something would be?
Yes, it does. It's much better your way. You can do it your way. That's fine. Push it. 1 over 15, 1 over 75, and 1 over 9. Common denominator is whatever I said it was, 450, 450, and 450. And 90 will go into 45. 5 times 1 is 75 will go into 45 6 times. 6 times 1 is 15 will go into 30. 30 times 1 is 30 plus 6 is 36. 36 plus 5 is 41. Are you satisfied? So, our answer is 41 over 450. And I thought I Bush's fault. 41 over 450. It's a miracle. We did one like that one, so we've done two different. I have no idea what that is, but you can do that one. I don't like the looks of that question. Maybe we'll do that one. All right, there's a test question, but that's easy because what's 1/3 plus 1/3? 2/3, so that's not a test question. If it had different denominators, it would be. There we go. Try that one. Be our last one today. I'm going to let y'all go early because y'all are so talkative today. So joyful. So personable. Y'all be quiet. People are trying to work. So you might want to start this problem with parentheses around the first two, because you got to do them first. Do what? Oh, that's not, okay, that's not. That looks like a plus. I'm sorry. Sorry, that looks like a plus. Yeah, here, come on up here. I'd welcome you. Come on. I mean, look, they're just joyous. Yeah, I can't find the dadgum thing right now. Hold on, I'm about ready to quit. That's division, so please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, you're right. Put the parentheses around. I thought it was brother and sister. There you go. Now, is there such thing as division by a fraction? No. You multiply by the reciprocal. So, 13 over 77 subtracted by parentheses 2 over 35 multiplied by what? 3. Nothing cancels, so 2 and 3 won't cancel. Oh, yeah. 5 it'll go in 7 times and 2 times. And 4 over 7, so 13 over 77 minus, yeah, I don't know where I got 17 from, whatever I said. 4 over 21. And you gotta find a common denominator of 21 and 77. So we go over here, 21, 77. Or you can multiply them together and get some DA numbers and then quit because the number is too big. So 3, that would be a 7. I'm sorry, 7. And that would be a 3 and an 11. 3, 1, 11, 11, 1 and 1. So that's really not a true number. Thank you. 231, so put 231 right here. And 231 right here, or do it the other way, however you want to do it. 77 will go into 231, take the 77 out, how many times? 3 times. 3 times 13 is 39. 21 will go into 231, how many times? 11 times. 11 times 4 is, what is 39 minus 44? Over 231. So, we did like the other classes today, and we worked on homework problems. So, you should be ready to move into 5.6.